We'd like to call this meeting to order. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Brendan and I am a sophomore at Hope High School.
My name is Justin and I'm also a sophomore at Hope High School, and we are both student leaders of the Pride of Student Union.
Imagine you're sitting with your new classmates at the freshman orientation when out of nowhere, part of the ceiling starts falling down. Your administrators have to hurry you out of the building, have to hurry you out of the auditorium, and for everyone else's safety. Administrators are shouting, we have to evacuate this area. This really happened, and that's what it's like at Hope High School and many other schools in Rhode Island with old buildings. Our schools are falling apart. It is safe because not only the students, but all the teachers and everyone else in the building. As a sophomore in the Hope High School band, we were getting ready for a performance. We had known all of the chords, every fret, and every scale, but right before the performance, the teacher had to tell us that we could not do the performance in the auditorium because the stairway there had flooded, and we obviously couldn't transport the equipment up. It was a huge disappointment.
Nobody would want to come to school if the buildings continue to deteriorate. I've seen it firsthand. At Hope, many students don't feel proud of our school because of how it looks. And for those who say the students needed to take better care of the building, how can you expect students to keep a school clean if adults aren't even making sure the building is repaired? The Rhode Island Department of Education wrote in a 2013 report, it has been long accepted that the condition and design of the school buildings has a direct impact on academic performance. We spend 6.5 hours every day in school. That means spending 1,170 hours every year in a building that is not always structurally sound. Hope was built in 1898, which is 117 years ago. And Hope is not only the oldest school in the state, The average age of schools in Rhode Island is 60 years. It's about time to fix our schools. Our schools don't have to be like this. Let's fix schools now so further generations can have a safe and healthy place to learn. We are asking that you end the moratorium on school construction. Our school buildings are in desperate need of repair. Let's not waste any more time. Students in Providence and across Rhode Island need you to take action. We are asking you to budget the funds necessary to bring all of our schools up to not just a safe and healthy standards, but to make them places where students are excited to go to school every single day. Now please, welcome Ms. Maxwell to the podium.
I've taught at Hope for the last 10 years, and I love it. I love my students. I love the parents, my colleagues, the administrators. It's a wonderful place to work. It's very rewarding, except our school building needs some work. I remember the time a leak in the roof shorted out some wiring on the 3rd floor. The smoke created by the shorted wires set off the fire alarm, and we had to evacuate. 2 years ago, I was in a classroom that shares a wall with the student bathroom. One morning, I smelled something unpleasant. Over the next few weeks, the smell got worse. When I finally went into the bathroom, I saw a stream of human waste coming down the wall from the floor above. There are rooms in the building we've stopped using by closing the door and walking away because of the presence of carcinogenic asbestos. All of these problems were addressed immediately because health and safety were at stake. But as any responsible homeowner knows, addressing a building's problems one disaster at a time is not cost effective, and it's certainly not a good strategy for creating 21st century schools. If the entire budget for school facilities is spent only on crisis management, then we need to reevaluate our claim that education matters. If we want to be able to call school buildings places of learning with a straight face, then the moratorium on school construction needs to end. Why do buildings matter? According to a 2000 Department of Education report that cites a growing body of research, there are clear links between student achievement and behavior to the physical conditions of the school building. One study cites that students in school buildings in poor condition had achievement levels that were 11% below that of students from schools in excellent condition. All of us want our students to perform well academically. Rhode Islanders and their representatives in the General Assembly can do something to help. So let's lift the moratorium on school building construction expenditures and bring our 19th century schools into the 21st century.
Hello, my name is Edman and I am a student at Mount Pleasant High School. And many students and teachers and I are highly concerned about the infrastructure in our school. You know, it's very dangerous what we have to go through every single day. And it's very frightening to see our school slowly falling apart. There are many holes in the ceilings, and we've seen birds or bats come out of the ceilings and fly around us. And it's a true story, we're not lying about this, it's serious. We've seen them fly above us. And last year there was actually a teacher where a pigeon attacked a teacher and it was attacking them. It's very dangerous. And I have a doubt that you would want your kids going to a school where they'll be attacked by animals that don't even belong in the school. And as you can see in the photos, our schools, my school and many other schools are very out of shape. And there are pieces of the ceiling falling down, big parts of the floor are torn apart and broken. And I really don't appreciate entering a building where I received my education to be as disgusting as it is now. And it's very hard to be part of my school, and many of us be part of our school and represent our school if it's ugly as it is right now. And it will stay looking that way if we do nothing about it. So we are asking to end the ban on construction and help us repair our schools.
How old are you, Ed?
16.
And what class are you in? Sophomore?
Oh, junior.
Junior. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jeremiah. I'm a junior in Mount Pleasant High School. Mount Pleasant High School is one of the schools that is investing in infrastructure because there is a when I say very nasty roach and rat problem in the school. There is a rat living inside one of the classroom floors on the first floor. I don't know if you have a picture up there, but there's a rat, like a little rat that just lives in there. And that's just very nasty because we receive our education there and the school is falling apart little by little. Even cockroaches that I see walk across the lunchroom floor while we're eating our lunch during lunchtime. See, Mount Pleasant has a Wi-Fi system that crashes every once in a while, and we have, and the principal has to waste money just to fix it, but we should also use that money to help our school. When many important people come to our school, like the mayor, he came to our school the other day, the floors were waxed and buffed, and they looked very shiny. He only showed them the hallways. He didn't show them a classroom that has a hole in the floor or a classroom that has the rat in the floor. He just showed them the science department where everything is remodeled and nice. That's all he showed them. And our classrooms have holes the size of this. When it rains, it leaks and it lands on students. That is a problem for us because when we're receiving our education, we don't know what falls or what's in that ceiling that falls off and drips on us. There is also a very nasty mold problem in the school, out in the basement. Very nasty mold problem. The walls are rotting. You can see the mold go straight up through the wall. And what us and other schools are asking today is to please end the ban on infrastructure because our schools are in desperate need of infrastructure.
Hello, everybody. I'm a student from Mount Pleasant High. My name is Carlos. I'm a freshman. I am here to talk about my school, Mount Pleasant High, and physical traits. We have a worn-out school. Our teacher in my school happens to have a hole in the classroom and just found out that a rat lives there. Our school bathrooms don't have mirrors. Some kids sometimes want to use them so they can see how they look, but there are none. Our bathrooms sometimes smell and are in bad condition. The boys' bathrooms, for example, are missing doors, and if they aren't missing, they are broken. Please help our schools to get better, because the better the schools look, the more students try their best to learn. If students see that school is unrepaired and worn out, they might try to learn. They might even have some bad behavior. So please help our schools make some positive changes and put them on school construction.
Hi, I'm Felicia Richard. I'm a junior at Maxwell High School.
Hi, I'm Dennis Castillo, junior at Maxwell.
At High School, a school that we attend 5 days a week, there are a lot of extremely poor school conditions. These conditions, such as mold on toilets and bubblers that we use on a daily basis, ceiling tiles that recently, a couple months ago, fell in during lunchtime in the cafeteria, frequent buckets when it rains because our ceilings are leaking. These are just a few of the things that we experience on a regular basis in our school. Most of our classrooms aren't to date. The only to date classrooms are science labs, and even those aren't really to date. The school in our city should be an iconic part and place in the city, and our place of education is far from that. It's just a very important thing for our students to be in a place where we're semi-happy to go to school, because right now there's not a lot of pride in our school due to those conditions.
It is highly important that the physical school building itself be modern and well kept, so that it creates for a supporting and engaging learning environment. Being that the school is in such utter disrepair, we as students are ashamed of our school and the bad reputation that it comes along with. On behalf of the students at Woonsocket High School, we hope for the necessary funds to improve our learning environment and pride.
I just wanted to thank Superintendent Lucy, School Board President Keith Oliveira, Representatives Tansy Kazarian, Carlson Maldonado, Maureen Bennett Kaufman, and many, many others. Thank you very much. And I would like to invite Tabitha to the podium.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Charitha Hill Cooper. I am a parent advocate for special education, a parent leader, along with Ballenger, for the Parent Advisory Council here in Providence. I have 6 children within the district. I had a daughter who attended Roger Williams Middle School in the 7th and 8th grade, and she would consistently tell me the conditions of the bathrooms. Sometimes there will be hot water, sometimes there will be water that had discoloration coming through the pipes. Today I would like to speak on the environmental conditions of our schools within Providence and the surrounding areas, because this is a Rhode Island issue. I have spoken to students at Classical High School as well as a substitute teacher, and they also had concerns about their bathroom conditions. Students, faculty, and staff deserve a good, clean, and adequate working environment. We know that appropriate learning conditions are conducive to effective learning. Your environment is a reflection of your potential growth. Crumbling buildings communicate low expectations for our children, your children, my children as well. Thank you for your time this afternoon.
Can't hear.
T for Thomas, Aritha. Last name is Hill Cooper.
Hill, Hil.
Yes. Thank you.
And what grades are your children in?
I have a senior at PCTA, an 11th grader. I have an 8th grader, a 7th grader at Nathaniel Green, and 2 children at Pleasant View Elementary.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Thank you.
I have to say that I have an 8th grader at Nathaniel Green Middle School and a senior at Classical High School. And I think United States, Rhode Island, Providence in my kids deserve a healthy learning environment. Thank you.
Hello, I am Tyler Mola. I am a freshman in Classical High School, part of the class of 2018, and a member of the Providence Student Union. Classical High School is a place where students come to find themselves and strive to make the best of their education. Classical has a strong reputation as one of the best public schools in Rhode Island with a high graduation rate. But sadly, we're also known as one of the worst schools, as one of the worst buildings in Rhode Island. The majority of students at Classical High School and I feel that something needs to be done about the quality of the school building. If you were to enter the second floor girls' bathroom at Classical, the number of broken toilets and the horrible stench would appall you. If you were to come on a rainy day, you better make sure to steer clear of the many buckets under the dripping ceiling. And it's not even possible to count the number of ceiling pieces that have fallen at my school on one hand. These examples are just a snapshot of the quality of Classical's building. It's obvious something needs to be done. More money needs to be put towards the renovations of high schools in Rhode Island, and the Providence Student Union used its time to end the moratorium on school construction. There is a way to achieve this goal, but we need you to help us get there first. Please help by signing 2 postcards, one for the state representatives and the other for your senator, urging them to end the ban on school construction and increase the school's construction funds. Second, because we know many legislators cannot be here today, we need 5 people who can stay for another 10 minutes to help us pass out our fact sheets. Thank you for attending our press conference and supporting the students in achieving our goals.